As much a temple as a military installation, the Gaussian base was filled with bizarre religious imagery and ancient inscriptions. We also found this recording.
Noble and kind people of the desert, the North is suffering. Even now, as their cities thirst for water and their citizens choke on the encroaching desert sands, we seek only peace. Their ascent into space was a violation of the will of Sajok. Unchecked, they will bring his wrath down upon us all. War has been forced upon us. The North will know us now, no longer as brothers, but by counting the number of their dead. May there be peace on Kharak once again.
We can expect fiercer resistance ahead. Regardless, we keep moving forward, cutting through the Kharaki highlands here. It's rough terrain. The dangers are many. On the other side lies a heat-ravaged wasteland the Gaussian call Tigran, or the Dreamlands. Just beyond lies our ultimate goal.
Hey, Rachel. If we find what everyone is hoping we will, the water riots, the food rationing, it could all become a distant memory. Our salvation lies in the desert, sis. I know it.
Rachel? Rachel?
Yes, I read you.
Short-range sensors are picking up scattered wreckage in the valley ahead. That's strange. Our satellite data shows nothing here.
Intel. I'm going to scout ahead and take a look.
Gaussian are evacuating this site. Wrecks have been identified at these locations. All shipbreaking teams, stand by.
Crews are ready. Maintenance protocol.
Welcome guys to Mission 8 of Homeworld Deserts of Kharak. And it seems today we are shipbreaking.
Op ready.
We need to salvage some shipwrecks. So let's get our units together. And we need to incorporate our newer
New
units.
coordinates verified. Go for armor. New heading set.
So we need to destroy this wreck bulkhead, and what we can do is then collect some more resources.
Ready. Grid updated.
Support ready. Move order confirmed.
Control Group 1 designated.
This is the captain. Coordinates confirmed.
Let's make sure that the PC keeps moving as we prepare for what's to come next.
You're gonna want to see this. Incredible. The ship, it appears to be fully intact. My God. How is this possible? The cavity surrounding the ship is perfectly smooth. No evidence of digging or... We need to start artifact retrieval operations immediately.
Roger that. Salvage crews standing by.
I'm picking up significantly elevated power signatures somewhere in the area. If we can find that power source and integrate it into the Capizzi, it will significantly increase our energy levels in all systems. We have eyes on an artifact. The walls of the canyon are distorting my scans. We need to send out salvage teams to find that power source.
Coordinates confirmed.
Agreed. This could be the most powerful artifact we've discovered so far. Salvage teams form up.
Artifact found. Crews are ready.
Excellent work. Send reinforcements to escort the salvage team.
I wish we had more time to investigate this location. The archaeological data alone would keep our scientists busy for years.
We're moving.
I would give anything to meet the people who engineered this technology.
So we need to locate and collect all artifacts at this site as a secondary objective, and we need to locate the power source artifact.
Send message. Reading. Get us moving.
So I'm going to get my support cruiser
Copy.
to
Coordinates set. Salvage
these
copy.
resources, and then I will be able to acquire those resources with my salvages.
This is the captain. Attention.
So we've got another upgrade, and let's continue with these units.
Fleet Group 1 assigned.
I think what I'm going to do is head all the way round to this second site just here.
We're moving.
Reading. PC moving out. Scan reports back.
And I might
Strike
use some
fighter approach vector
aircraft
dialed in.
to have a look at what
Strike
is
systems
just up
online.
these other
Ready to
paths.
Contact. Enemy armor. Bearing designated. Hostiles designated. Strikers assigned. Strike fighter taking hostile fire.
CU deposit depleted. Strike fighter RU deposit depleted.
Attack vector dialed in. We're in the fight. Hostile armor eliminated. Strike craft destroyed. Alert. Hostile siege cruiser sighted.
CU's exhausted.
Ready. Send. Go ahead. Roger. Coming back. PC copy. Off ready.
So we are collecting resources as quickly as we can here, and I'm continuing to move the rest of my units towards this next
CU site
wreck
exhausted.
bulkhead.
CU field depleted. Rachel moving out.
Let's make sure that all of my units can group up before we continue.
Coordinates
I need to
confirmed.
also make sure that all of these units dock again.
Go ahead. Light attack vehicle is under fire. Reading. On our way.
CU site exhausted.
Seems we are under attack from the siege cruiser.
These hulls are perfectly intact.
Let's make sure I EMP that if possible.
Not even a touch of atmospheric scarring on them. Move out and be ready.
Salvaging teams, be aware. Gaussian forces are attempting to extract artifacts from the wrecks at this location.
Armored vehicle has been destroyed. Attack course set.
Bomber to launch deck.
Bomber on deck. We got something on the horizon. Waiting for eyes on to authenticate.
Okay, looks like we're going to have to build
Enemy armor disabled.
more LAVs because we pretty much just lost all of them. Maybe a couple more armored assault vehicles as well.
Alert, Rachel.
We're under attack. Gaussian forces are attempting to take this wreck location.
Reading. Battle report. Hostile siege cruiser eliminated. Off ready. On
The
ready.
Gaussian are positioning siege cruisers at elevated positions to stop our advance.
Go ahead.
Attacking these cruisers from below will prove difficult.
Light attack vehicle.
Upgrade our facilities to produce
Well, that's
tactical
not good.
bombers and target the Gaussian siege cruisers.
Let's get
Fighter
some
light
help
attack
over
vehicle
towards
online.
my support
Ready,
cruiser.
confirmed. Engines on.
Light attack vehicle in service.
Salvager has been engaged. Support cruiser under attack. Immediate fire support on that position.
They're en route.
Enemy salvager neutralized.
We need support. We're helping.
Hostile strike craft down. We got a railgun under fire. Armor vehicle taking effective fire.
Strike fighter coordinates dialed in.
Attack
Let's
course
get my
set.
salvages
Copy. Moving.
to pick up
Hostile
these
armor
CUs
eliminated.
just over here.
Field. Ready for command. Grid updated.
Gaussian forces have been driven off. Thanks for the assist.
It's likely they'll try again. Maintain a defensive perimeter around the primary wreck site until Rachel's work is complete.
We're ready. Coordinates confirmed. Be advised. Tracking hostile. Confirmed.
Wonderful.
Strike fighter
Let's kill
approach
off
vector
this
dialed in.
salvager.
Strike systems online.
We can now
Ready
get
to burn.
gunship fabrication. Moderately armoured ground attack aircraft, strong against groups with minimal armour.
Screen's clear. New information.
We can also get tactical bomber fabrication soon. That should help us out a lot.
Hostile detected. Visual unconfirmed.
I'd like to get these guys to
Enemy
dock
salvager
again.
destroyed. Arm ready. This is the captain. Go ahead. Good copy. Heading back to hangar.
CU field expended.
And I need to get Rachel to
Support
blow
ready.
up
Copy that. Coordinates
this wreck
confirmed.
bulkhead.
Reading you. Research completed. CU's exhausted.
We found another artifact. Proceeding to the Capisi.
Artifact position marked.
Understood. Redirect any available units to escort the salvage crew.
Authentication
Thanks. On our way.
So what will this artifact give
Base
us?
runner is en route.
Strikecraft damage upgrade. Awesome.
Contact. Enemy armor. Bearing designated. Hostile
Put a
light
couple
rail
of turrets down here.
Runner copies.
Oh, they appear to be coming from the other side. So
Ready.
let's hit them with everything we got.
Strike fighter coordinates dialed in.
Attack vector dialed in. We're in the pipe. Enemy salvager neutralized. Strike craft destroyed. Enemy armor
And
disabled.
that's job done. Alright, now we're going to get my base runners to move over here to set up a couple of turrets.
Off ready. Copy. Returning to carrier. Go ahead. Make ready.
We can now build gunships, so let's get a couple of those. And we are going to get tactical bomber fabrication. My salvagers are getting there, slowly but surely.
Runner, go ahead. Deploy a turret on that location. Reading you, command. Support ready. Get a turret.
Gunship is now in circulation. Gunship is now in circulation.
So the next place we want to move is towards this bulkhead here. Oh, never mind, that's not a bulkhead.
Tactical bomber fabrication online.
Maybe up here would
Begin
be a good idea
constructing
next.
Tactical bombers.
Can we get round this left side? No, we can't.
Capisi copies.
Maximum fleet capacity reached.
So we're getting our second bomber now.
Send message.
Get these
New
base runners
coordinates
back.
verified.
And our salvagers are nearly there. They are very slow.
Advance to mark CUs. Armor, go ahead. Ready.
Control Group 2 designated. Control Group 3
Just
designated.
updating
Control
my
Group 4 designated.
control groups.
Fleet Group 6 assigned. Fleet Group 5 assigned.
Gun reading you.
Bomber operational.
Op ready. Go for armor.
This is Rachel, go ahead. We're moving.
Hostile armor incoming.
Control Group 1 designated.
We've got hostile on sensor. Confirm visual. Armored vehicle is taking fire. Strike craft taking effective fire. Point set. Hostile armor eliminated. Reading.
We're going to keep the
Get
Capisi on the
moving.
move.
Coordinates confirmed.
It's a very strong asset.
Weapon range systems currently active. Weapon range systems offline. Weapon range systems currently active.
Move out. We can't work with a rescue up out here.
Finally, my
Reporting.
salvagers have
Copy.
arrived.
Standing by. Fleet Group 1 assigned. Move out.
So is this supposed to be blown up? I'm not entirely sure.
Hostile light attack
Move
vehicle
order
visually authenticated.
Engage hostiles.
Light attack vehicle is under fire.
Target fire! Keep moving! Your target's in my sight!
Hostile strike craft down.
Move out and be ready.
Enemy contacts on the board. Enemy railgun firing on friendly.
Target set.
Proximity warning in effect. Hostiles designated.
Get my railguns to go. Kill their railguns. We're going to boost my LAVs to be able to chase those down.
Alert. LAV down.
Orders!
CU field depleted.
Receiving.
Hostile range craft destroyed.
Ready. Rachel, CU site exhausted.
Okay, we shall continue with the
Units moving.
Capisi.
New heading set. New heading set. Attention.
We are going to now get our third bomber.
Cruiser ready.
It's amazing how many resources we are getting.
Runner. Science officer en route.
Let's now continue with this force
Control group
and
one
make sure the
designated.
Capisi keeps up.
Capisi copies. New sector designated. Move out.
Standing by. New coordinates verified. Bomber ready for sortie.
Need to make sure I don't forget to use the EMP
Tracking armored
from
craft on
Rachel,
approach.
because that is an incredibly
Report ready.
useful ability. Makes things so much easier.
Launch EMP.
Enemy armor disabled.
Receiving.
Armor
Got
vehicle
that
taking
coordinates
effective
confirmed.
fire.
I could spend a lifetime studying these ships. Just imagine the secrets they hold.
Capisi moving out.
Reporting. Copy that. Coordinates confirmed.
Hostile on sensors. Authentication
Science
pending.
officer en route.
Strike craft taking effective
So
fire.
there seems to be a small amount of forces here.
The
Nothing
railgun
too much to
taking
worry
effective
about.
fire.
Just a salvager that
Rachel,
can't salvage
moving out.
anything.
Ready. Send. Core enemy salvager destroyed.
CU field expended.
These salvagers nearly done. I might begin to send a few salvagers up here
We read you.
so that they don't
On the move.
have to wait for ages before they can start
Ready.
getting whatever is inside this bulkhead.
Runner copies. Move out. Reading you. New heading set. Runner.
Enemy armor on approach.
Reading you. The power source has been located at one of the wreck sites. Verified.
Understood. Redirect all available forces to acquire and escort that power source back to the Capisi. Defend that area with a turret.
So I actually don't want to do this just yet. I'm tempted to go to this one to get the extra artifact before we collect the power source. So in order to defend this, I'm going to keep the Capisi here.
CU's exhausted. Standing
We're
by.
going to move Rachel and the
CU
rest of our
deposit
forces
depleted. Move out and be
forwards
ready.
towards
Green line
the
confirmed.
other bulkhead.
Move out.
I think we'll stay on the lower ground so that we don't have to go past this siege cruiser.
Move out,
Actually,
be ready.
probably better if we engage the siege cruiser from the same level anyway, so
Reporting.
we'll continue on the same level.
Deploy a scanner at marked position. Ready.
Operations
Left the
update.
mines.
RUs
Let's go.
in the region have been drained.
Reading you, Command.
We've got hostile on sensors. Confirm visual. Enemy light attack vehicle marked on approach. Capisi copies.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Strike systems online. Ready to burn.
Gunship clear for launch.
Copy that.
Let's see what a gunship does.
Hostile armor eliminated. Alert, alert. Command in contact. Taking fire. Reading. Hostile craft in AO. Maneuver for visual confirmation.
It's kind of like an AC-130, it fires outside. It's pretty cool.
Reading.
Reporting. Move order confirmed. Destination marked.
Make ready. PC
But let's get these base
Support
runners
ready. Deploy a turret
to
on
put
all
up
locations.
turrets on the other side
Reading
then.
Strike craft destroyed. Salvage your
And these salvagers will start collecting more CUs.
Enemy armor disabled. Field.
RU site This is Rick. exhausted. Go ahead. New coordinates verified.
Light attack vehicle is under fire.
There is a couple of heavy
Copy that.
turrets up there.
Coordinates confirmed.
Can't really do much about them right now. So what I'm instead going to do is go down like I was going to before.
Ready.
I'm just wondering if it's worth
Scouts in the
going
area.
through
Get that mine up and set.
all of this trouble
Reporting.
in order to get that last artifact.
Set new heading.
Ready. Send.
CU field depleted. RU deposit depleted.
I'm going to send a
Green
massive
line
airstrike
confirmed.
towards this
Engine
cruiser.
This is the captain.
Gunship go. Proceed to marked target.
Gunship on deck. Ready launch.
Hopefully, these strike craft aren't going to be attacked by those turrets. No, it looks like they are out of
Tracking
the way
armored
enough.
craft on approach. We got something on the horizon. Waiting for eyes on to authenticate. Alert. Siege cruiser verified in the AO. Respond.
Off ready. Readjust target.
Off ready.
Oh wow, that was easy.
Ready. Confirmed. We have enemy siege cruiser destroyed.
Bomber copies. Copy. Target set.
A turret is under fire. Ready. Send.
Let's get all of our units back to
Hostile
base.
armor eliminated.
Support ready. Science officer
And
on
we're
route.
going to head towards the other wreck bulkhead.
Runner. Reporting. Copy. On our way. Move us out.
RU coordinates acquired. Moving to site. Advance to mark CUs.
Enemy railgun eliminated. Armored vehicle is taking fire.
Ready for command.
CU deposit depleted.
Reading.
So these units getting ahead of themselves, but I don't really mind.
PC copies.
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
Attack course set.
Target confirmed. Launch bomber.
Bomber set for launch.
Go ahead. Roger. Coming back. Alert. Hostile siege cruiser sighted. Copy. Enemy armor on approach.
Siege cruiser down.
Battle report. Hostile siege cruiser eliminated. Copy. Copy. Returning to carrier. Hostile range
That
craft
gunship does not
destroyed.
want to hang around.
Op ready.
CU's exhausted.
Hostile detected. Visual unconfirmed.
Receiving.
I'm thinking that these LAVs would be a good choice
Hammer it.
to
Get us
take
over
out
there.
those missile units. So we're going to boost over there.
Enemy armor disabled. Engage. Our bomber is under enemy fire. Hostile designated.
Standing
Mark
by.
Baron.
New heading set.
Strike copies. On our way. Tracking hostile.
Armor vehicle taking effective fire.
Reading. Target repaired. Move. Receiving.
Armored vehicle lost.
EMP.
Strike craft taking effective fire.
Let's get that
Alert,
EMP
Rachel is under
underway.
fire. Receiving.
Makes those rail guns completely ineffective.
Ready. Full power.
We can
Move.
continue towards what I was
Rachel, moving out.
originally going for.
One of our turrets is taking fire. Alert, turret post
Strike fighter
destroyed.
coordinates dialed in.
Attack vector dialed in.
Let's get our trike fighters up and running.
Alert, support
Nothing
trap
to worry
has been
about
engaged.
there.
Hostile armor eliminated.
We're ready for orders. Displace to that CU field.
Reporting.
So But I'm not necessarily worried about the resources anymore.
CU
I just
field
want
depleted.
access to the artifact.
Runner, move out.
Ready. Green line confirmed. Send message. Grid updated.
Salvager ready. Salvager copies. Identified RU.
I'm going to pick up more RUs because I think we'll probably need some soon.
Artifact recovered.
These aircraft,
Authentication
I
confirmed.
don't know why they don't land.
Copy that.
Power source has been returned.
Great work. That extra power will give us a tactical advantage.
RU coordinates.
I can't wait to take a closer look at this artifact. I can only imagine the potential applications for this technology.
Rachel, we're picking up significant sensor contacts inbound at high speed. Prepare for Gaussian counterattack.
Taking fire. Respond.
Target set. EMP. Confirm target locked. CU site exhausted. Get out of here. Move. CU field expended.
We've got enemy contact. Missile launch detected. The Gaussian carrier Renza is moving towards our position. Prepare to engage.
Looks like I'm going to have to get my forces back as soon as possible.
Exhausted. Runner copies. Reading you.
Cruiser ready.
Salvager reporting. We found an artifact at this location, awaiting orders.
Return the artifact to the Capisi immediately.
This better be worth it. We lost some good people here today.
Fact recovered. Authentication confirmed.
Confirmed. Enemy airstrike inbound. Go for armor. Seal vents, we're moving downrange. Send message.
So let's set up some defenses.
Operations update. RUs in the region have been drained.
Runner copies.
And we have reinforced the Capisi's hull
Reporting.
with
Move
that
order confirmed.
artifact. Now what would be cool is if these support cruisers could build salvages. That would be so useful.
Send message. Copy. Coordinates set. This is the captain. Hostile armor. Eliminate.
Strike
We've
fighter
detected
coordinates
something.
dialed in.
Can you confirm visual attack or set?
Look at that, the Capisi with multiple points in the turret network is doing so much damage. Let's upgrade the tactical bomber, and we're going to start to move the Capisi towards the Gaussian carrier,
Get us moving.
whilst all my units move in the opposite direction.
Ready. Copy that. Coordinates
Unidentified
confirmed.
craft on
Green
approach.
line confirmed.
Mark the bearing. Ready.
I'm going to keep this support
An
cruiser
RU
here.
site has been depleted.
Op ready. Reporting. Set new vetting.
Attention. Gaussian strike fighters detected.
That's to mark CUs.
Reading. New sector designated. Move out.
Right, if we use
Strike fighter approach vector
all my
dialed in.
strike fighters on that heavy turret, I wonder if we can destroy it.
Alert. Hostile strike fighter in circulation. Enemy production cruiser sighting. Engage and destroy.
We might lose a few
Alert.
strike fighters, but
Contact. Enemy armor.
we're definitely going to take that out.
Op ready. We've taken
Oh
out
dear.
an enemy turret.
That's not
Bomber
good.
taking fire. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, let's get all these back to base.
Interceptor taking hostile fire. Bomber copies. We got something on the horizon. Waiting for eyes on to authenticate. Ready. Send. Ready. Send. Op ready. Roger. Coming back. Ready. Copy. Returning to carrier.
Let's get some more strike fighters again.
Hostile railguns have opened up.
This artillery bombardment must be silenced.
Strike fighter online. Strike fighter ready for service.
Copy. On our way. Runner, go ahead. Move order confirmed. Alert. Siege cruiser verified in the AO. Respond.
Armor, go ahead.
We got a railgun under fire.
Confirmed. Op ready. Green line confirmed. Copy.
Enemy railgun eliminated.
Underway.
Runner. Science officer en route.
Let's get Rachel back.
Salvager ready.
Our salvages are nearly at this location, but the Gaussian cruiser appears to be like running away or something.
Confirmed. Get us moving. Distant waypoint set.
We are going to
Runner.
chase
Provide
that down.
security escort for that craft. Move. Escort that craft. Go for armor. Ready.
Make ready.
Let's get a few strike fighters to take out this heavy turret
Vehicle is under fire.
so that it doesn't blow up my light attack vehicles.
Hostile production cruiser verified. Take it out. Hostile on sensors. Authentication pending. Alert. Light attack vehicle destroyed. UPC copy. The hostile turret has been destroyed. Go ahead. Hostile strike craft down.
Well, that was a good strike. Let's keep
New heading. Enemy armor
following
disabled. New sector designated.
the Gaussian carrier there.
This is Rachel. Go ahead. New heading set. CU deposit depleted.
We're actually going to stop the Capisi,
This is the captain. Hold fast.
and what I'm going to do is get a couple of turrets up because we are going to come under attack very shortly.
Make ready.
And I need my railguns to catch up.
CU site exhausted. Be advised, an RU site has been exhausted of resources.
Hostile light attack vehicle detected.
Let's build another couple railguns
Enemy
so that we
airstrike
have them
inbound.
already.
Railgun operational.
Armor vehicle
And we are
taking
coming under
effective
attack
fire.
now.
Enemy railgun firing
So this
on
won't take
rail.
very long, I don't think.
Engage
Once we get all
craft
our
taking
strike fighters up.
effective
Strike fighter approach vector dialed in.
fire. Attack vector dialed in. We're in the fight.
Gunship clear
Strike
for
craft
launch.
destroyed. Gunship on deck.
Attention, Gaussian strike fighters detected.
Bomber set for launch. Alert. LAV down.
The Renza is shunting power to armor and is on the move. Gaussian repair crew en route to the Renza. Eliminate them.
To avoid system damage.
Well, they are now
Elevated
going
energy.
straight through my carrier.
The Gaussian carrier Renza is shunting all power to weapons.
Alert.
And they are destroyed.
Personal log, Science Officer Rachel Sajet, Expedition Carrier Capisi. It took 3 years to prepare this expedition. We set out, launching into the unknown, unsure of what we would find. The discoveries we have made have exceeded all our expectations. I have noticed the Kith names identified aboard these starships, the insignias. None of them are known to us. Where did these starships come from? Who are these Voyagers? Hopefully, my analysis will yield some much-needed answers.
And that is it. Mission 8 complete of Homeworld Deserts of Kharak. And honestly, quite an anticlimactic ending. I thought there would be a big old army with that carrier, but there wasn't, and we just destroyed it very quickly with the amount of aircraft that we have. So that was that. And definitely a good mission. I found that very fun, getting all of the artifact upgrades and so on. But that's all for now, so hopefully you will join me for the next mission. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.